Well, the day that so many have been waiting for, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, Shadow dropped on April 22, 2025, and it's already topping the Steam's best-selling charts. But we have some catastrophic news and updates to go through, and that is because Bethesda just confirmed there is no official mod support for this shiny new remastered. Now, that could actually mean freaking fantastic news, as the paid mod system won't be implemented, which, depending on which side of the fence you're on, is brilliant or terrible. But what does this mean for fans? And is this a deal breaker? Well, let's dive in. First, let's talk about why everyone's so hyped. The Oblivion Remastered is a total overhaul of the classic Oblivion Remastered from 2006. This time it's built in Unreal Engine 5 with 4K visuals at 60 FPS. Hoo-hoo, yeah. Revamped character models, new sprinting mechanics, and even updated voice acting. Developed by Virtuos, with Bethesda overseeing the project, and includes fan-favorite expansions like Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine. Within hours of its Shadow Drop release, it rocketed to the top of Steam's bestsellers list with over 150,000 concurrent players. More impressively, hitting over 460,000 viewers on Twitch. But this is where things get a little bit potentially terrible, is despite all the love for the remaster, Bethesda dropped a bombshell. In their frequently asked questions, mods are not supported for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, is what they've stated. For a company that has built its legacy on modding and huge modding communities, fixing and enhancing games like Skyrim and Fallout over many years, this could feel like a punch to the gut. So why did Bethesda make this call, and what does it mean for players? Well, to unpack this a bit, Bethesda's been a modding champion for years, releasing the official creation kit for Skyrim, Fallout 4, and even Starfield. However, we all know how Starfield's currently tracking on its mod scene. I've covered hundreds of these mods, and some are truly mind-blowing, but the pay system to turn a free mod to being paid just so it's achievement friendly is a freaking horrible money grab operation. But we'll come back to paid mods soon. But for the Oblivion Remastered, they're saying there's no official tools, no mod marketplace, nada, nothing, zero. And according to Eurogamer, whether or not we like these guys or trust them, that's one thing to ponder about. But this will be especially rough for console players on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, as it means they will pretty much never get mods. Now, we all know this could change in a few years, but to have such a strong statement as no mod support is kind of tragic for many players. We've gotten used to creating mods in games like Starfield, Skyrim, etc., building a world to our design and liking through the visionaries of modders and dev gods. Now, Bethesda's frequently asked question doesn't outright ban mods. It just says they're not supported. That's the big hint. So obviously mods are still going to be around. I was being a little bit dramatic, but it does mean only for PC players. So it is one of those sweet for PC players and cry in a corner for everyone else. Bethesda's even suggested uninstalling mods if you run into any gameplay issues, which implies they know PC modders are going to be modding anyway. And if we jump over to Nexus, we can already see there are plenty of mods already around. And I mean, we even have a weapon skin replacer already. If we go to view more, I mean, we're already up to 4 pages. So I'm pretty sure it's the first or third page. Okay, well, it was here. There it is. And we've even got some armor. What? Playable Imperial Palace armor. I'm going to be making so many freaking videos covering all the mods. So if you do get anything out of mods or want to follow the journey, come along, subscribe, follow, that would be huge. So it's worth noting that it's already been discovered that the remastered files can be opened in the original Elder Scrolls construction set, and mods are popping up already, as we've just discovered. So why have they skipped the official support? It might come down to logistics. Oblivion Remastered uses Unreal 5 for visuals, but still runs on the Bethesda's creation engine for gameplay. Creating a new creation kit for this hybrid setup could be an absolute nightmare, especially for a remastered handled partly by Virtuos and not Bethesda's core team. Plus, with the $50 price tag and the Game Pass availability, they might be banking on the game's nostalgia and visual upgrades to carry it without leaning on mods. But for a game that has thrived for nearly over 20 years thanks to its incredible modding scene, this feels like a very risky move. The community reaction on this topic is very heated. People calling this a punch to the gut or a huge win, as the paid system is thrown out the door, as we've seen what it's done to Starfield. But let me know what you think. Is this a good idea not to have official mod support and tools? It would be awesome if they could just give us the tools, but at the same time, Modding is a complex scenario where excellent large-scale mods should be paid, but it's going to be interesting covering this as it goes along. So we'll keep an eye on this as it develops, but let me know what you think. Is it good that they're not officially supporting mods for the remastered Oblivion? Anyway, this is something, in my mind, this is excellent and terrible all at the same time. But let's see where it goes. It's still very early days. Thanks very much for watching, and we all must mourn for a good minute or two for all the console players who shall never receive mods. Sorry guys. Peace.